Ramadan is compulsory on every, number one, Muslim. So it is not compulsory by the consensus. We don't ask the kafir, the non-Muslim, to go and make fasting because his fasting is invalid. So the fasting of the Muslim has to be a Muslim. If a non-Muslim embraced Islam during the day of the month of Ramadan, let's say the first day, this kafir, non-Muslim, he embraced Islam and he did not basically fast the beginning of the day. He's in the middle of the day or just before the Maghrib. We say to him, from now your intention starts and that day will count for you. So that day will be counting for you because his intention started from when he embraced Islam. Second one, has to be a adult. So the fasting is compulsory upon every Muslim adult. As for the child, the fasting will be recorded for him if he fasts, but it's not compulsory upon him. And adulthood is reached by the following: either a wet dream, or pubic hair, or he had completed 15 years. He had finished 15 years. Okay? So he's finished 15 lunar years. Then he becomes an adult. So this child who is not an adult is not compulsory upon him to fast. We as people who are in charge, responsible parents, we encourage them to fast, but we don't force them, especially the one who's able to fast. Some of them are really, mashallah, able to fast. We let them to fast. But we don't say, oh, we sympathize, we can't let him fast. He's still a child, he's still 13, but he wants to fast. Some of the parents even, they will force their children to break the fast, but they want to copy. They want to imitate. They want to become an adult. Okay? So as long as they're not harming themselves, why let them fast? Companions, they used to make a toy. كنا نصنع لهم اللعب من العهن. عهن means from the wool. Okay? Just for the gift of the child, so that the child will be what? Preoccupied by this toy until breaking of the fast is there, so he doesn't really feel it. So no problem, we will teach them. There is no age like the prayer, that is to teach them when they're 7 and then we discipline them when they are 10. We don't have that for the fasting. But the person who's a child who is able to fast and he wants to fast, let him fast. You could train him by fasting a half a day. The first day I fasted almost 3/4 of a day. I was so hungry, I couldn't really take it. I remember that when I was a child. And then I wanted to eat. My grandma, she gave me a pill. I don't know, what was that pill? She knocked me down for the whole evening until I woke up for the iftar. But that's not correct. But I thought I was fasting that day until I was grow up, and then I said, I was not fasting because I took a tablet. Allahul Musta'an. Don't do that. Don't give children tablets, please. Third, and that is after we said every Muslim, every adult, every also sane. So if he's insane, if he's old and he's got senile, reached the senility, okay, there's no fasting on him. Fourth one is to be able. Able here, number one, that is, if he's not able, that is, we call it a permanent inability. Meaning, this person is old, it's getting difficult for him to fast. Or this person, he's ill with chronic illness, long-term illness, diabetics, for example. Okay, so these ones, they don't fast. They don't compensate for the fast, but they pay fidya. Fidya is to feed a poor person for every day they break the fast. Or half a sa' or even 1 mud, a quarter of a sa' from the wheat for every day. Anas radiallahu anhu, when he got so old, remember he lived for more than 100 years. Anas, one of the years he was so old to fast, what he did after under the month of Ramadan finished, he made tharid, a big massive pot, and he put into it tharid. Tharid means like the soup with the meat and with the bread. That's the tharid, the best food. Okay, tharid means the bread with the soup and with the meat, and he mixed it and he invited 30 poor people. So he had finished them all in one go, one meal. Gave them all of that as to be it'am miskin. Now, the person needs to know that he cannot give the fidya before he breaks the fast. So I cannot give the fidya before Ramadan. I cannot give the fidya on the first day of Ramadan for the rest of the Ramadan. No. So if in the first day, if the Fajr has started and I did not fast because I'm an old man, I've got chronic illness, then on that day I could feed. So the best thing is to wait until either 10 days or the whole of the month, like Anas did, radiallahu anhu. Remember, you cannot pay the fine before you make the what? The mistake. You cannot go to the police when you say this is £50 because I'm going to speed next week. He's not going to accept that for you. So it has to be, first of all, you make the mistake, and then you what? It's not a mistake. You make the offense, you should say, and then you will be penalized. طيب. The second type of incapability, and that is a person who is having temporarily. Temporarily means a person who's ill, just an illness, and this makes it now that he's ill. This illness is the following. Now you're going to categorize what is illness. His illness, which is not long-term illness. If this illness makes it difficult for him to fast, okay, yet, and also, if this illness does not make it difficult for him to fast, it's easy for him to fast, and it does not delay the cure or harm you more, then you must fast. Again, if this illness does not make it difficult for you to fast, and also if you fast does not delay the cure, nor it harms you, increase the illness, then you must fast. There's no illness here. If this illness is that in such a way it is making it hard for you to fast, yet it does not delay your cure nor harm you more, then we would say it is disliked for you to fast. It's recommended to what? To break your fast. It makes it difficult for you, but it does not increase the illness. If it's difficult on you, that's the last case, difficult on you to fast, and this fast will make it more severe illness, it will delay the cure, then it is haram for you to fast. You should break your fast. Once you break your fast, then you should compensate by fasting a day, because as I said, you haven't got a permanent incapability. The fifth condition, and that is muqim, meaning that he is not a traveler. He's not a traveler. So the traveler, he has the option to break his fast, and he will do what is more convenient for himself. So it is haram upon him to put burden upon himself by fasting. Prophet of Allah said, لَيْسَ الْبِرُّ الصِّيَامُ فِي السَّفَرِ. It is not from righteousness, from good deeds, that is to think that is to fast during traveling. No. If you think it's more rewardable, you're wrong. So you do what is the better for you. For example, I'm traveling through a luxury, for example, transport, plane and all that. I don't feel difficulty, and I think that if I break my fast, I know it's a concession, but it's going to be maybe too difficult for me to compensate on another day. So it may be better for you to fast. Prophet ﷺ's companions, like this, they were as follows. They travel with each other. Some will break their fast, they take the concession. Some will fast. The ones who fast will not bully the ones who do not fast. You chicken, how can you just break your fast for this travel? Nor the ones who do not fast bully the ones who fast. Why are you extremists like Khawarij? Each one according to what he does, because it's a concession. فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخْرَى. Who is amongst you is ill or is on a journey, then فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخْرَى. Then you could just compensate on other days. Before I go to the sixth condition, subhanallah, I was passing through the fatwa of the Rafidah, Shia. The Rafidah, they have fatwa like this. Shaykh, how can I run away from fasting? How can I run away from you brothers, mashallah, Sunnah, how can I fast? How can I run away from fasting? You could just go on for a travel, make a travel just to break the fast. Make a travel. In Lebanon, there are buses. If you want to break your fast, go to this bus. It will take you about 20 kilometers, just 22 kilometers, about 15 miles. Khalas, you are allowed to break the fast. Subhanallah, subhanallah, how they play around with this month of Ramadan. If you look at the fatwa of the Rafidah, they are actually taking away from the Islam. One of the fatwa says, if you are not able to read the Quran during the month of Ramadan, and it's hard upon you, haram to read it. If you don't know mad or idgham, then your fast is breaking. Khalas, you're blocking your fast. So they're telling the people not to read. What about a person who smokes? Smoking cigarettes? Well, no problem. It will not break your fast. So we have two brothers here, one smoker and one reading Quran. The one who's smoker, no problem, does not break his fast. The one who's reading Quran, but it's difficult for him, he doesn't know mad, does not know idgham, your fast is broken. What type of deen is this? What type of fatwa is this? Ahlul Sunnah, so happy and waiting for the month of Ramadan. Sixth condition, and that is to be empty from any reasons that makes him not allowed to fast, which is only menstruation and postnatal. So if the woman, she was fasting, her menses came just seconds before sunset, her fast is invalid. If her menses did not stop until after dawn, she can't fast that day. So she has to have no menses, no postnatal. You know, post-childbirth bleeding, that's postnatal. That is between dawn and sunset. She has to be free from that, otherwise her fast will not be accepted. Now we come into the pillars of the